Being yourself is often seen as a simple solution to self-discovery and personal growth. But the truth is, it's not that straightforward. Depending on the person and the situation, it can either be the best or worst advice. For example, telling an 18-year-old boy who is not healthy, muscular, happy, wealthy, or emotionally grounded to just be himself could hinder his growth instead of helping him improve. Instead, what he needs is guidance on how to develop his body, mind, and emotions through exercise, reading, and self-exploration. So, while the concept of being yourself may seem easy, it's important to consider the individual's current state and provide guidance that will lead to personal development. Telling someone who is not successful to just be themselves is often viewed as an excuse not to change. This is because it can give them a reason not to put in the work to improve themselves, whether it's through exercise, meditation, or working on their appearance. The truth is, just being yourself is not enough, as we should always strive to evolve and grow as individuals. Improving our bodies, minds, emotions, and lifestyles should be a constant goal. However, there are many paradoxes in self-development, such as being goal-oriented but enjoying the process, being humble but also proud, and focusing on both the body and the mind. One of the most important paradoxes in self-development is learning to be yourself while simultaneously striving to be the best version of yourself. This is a difficult balance to achieve, as most people tend to stay on one end of the spectrum and never truly find balance. The majority of people tend to stay on the "I don't need to change" end of the spectrum and never truly accomplish anything meaningful. It's easy to fall into the trap of never really changing or improving oneself. On the other hand, some people become obsessed with change and it becomes a harmful addiction. The key is to find a balance between self-improvement and self-acceptance. It is important to understand that changing oneself for the better is a positive thing, but it's also important to accept oneself, flaws and all. Instead of getting angry or frustrated about not being where you want to be, focus on the progress you've made and continue to make progress. Remember, self-improvement should be a lifelong journey and not a destination. Instead of focusing on not being good enough and judging ourselves, we should strive to find a balance between self-improvement and self-acceptance. A better way to phrase it would be the best version of yourself. Instead of simply being yourself, we should aim to improve and become the best version of ourselves. If we naturally lack in certain areas, such as athletics or intellect, we should work on those areas by reading books or lifting weights. It's important to accept ourselves for who we are and focus on improving our weaknesses. Remember, being perfect is overrated. The goal should be to be the best version of ourselves, with all our imperfections. In conclusion, the advice to just be yourself is not as simple as it may seem. It's important to find a balance between self-improvement and self-acceptance. We should strive to be the best version of ourselves, while also accepting our flaws and imperfections. Remember that self-improvement is a lifelong journey, and don't get discouraged by setbacks or not being where you want to be. Keep in mind the importance of working on your body, mind, and emotions, and always remember to be kind and compassionate with yourself. So go out there and strive to be the best version of yourself, and don't be afraid to make mistakes or try new things. You never know where it might take you. If you like this type of content and want to hear more conventional advice from a small YouTuber, then please consider subscribing. And remember, hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard.